Good morning, students. Welcome to your TSN English class. Today we'll start your chapter 2, and this is your paragraph of chapter 2. It's sometime I sometime find a rupee from your book Flamingo. Alright. So before reading that paragraph, I would like to tell you the previous story or some kind of previous gist or idea of the chapter. That we have read that in previous paragraph, there's a boy whose name is Sahib. He met with the author of a chapter, and he's giving some kind of information to the author that how they are living their life. Previously they lived in Dhaka, and now they are living in that particular area of Simapuri, where there is this is like the outer edge or of a Delhi particular area, and it is like they are living in that area where there is no need of permission. So they are living without permission in that area, and their life is like 10,000 rag pickers are living over there, and these people are having their life for about 30 years. For more than 30 years they are living over there. And why they are living over there? Because they don't have their particular identity, they don't have their some kind of recognition in their life. Only what is important for these people is like food is more important for them, except than their identities. That is why they are leaving their fields, they are leaving their river walls, or they're leaving their beautiful lands, and they are still here because they are getting enough food for themselves. And it is this rag picking work is the work of their survival, and by doing this they are happy because they are getting enough food and they are not sleeping empty stomach. So this is their basic requirement, that food. So today I'll start with this paragraph. I sometimes find a rupee, even a 10 rupee note, Sahib says, his eyes lighting up. When you can find a silver coin in a heap of garbage, you don't stop scrounging, for there is a hope of finding more. It seems that for a children, garbage has meaning different from what it meant to their parents. So here in these lines, that boy Sahib, he's giving explanation to that author that whenever we get a rupee or a 10 rupee note, या उसने ऐसा बताया कि मुझे अगर कभी 10 रुपी नोट भी मिलता है गार्बेज में, एट दैट टाइम उस बॉयज़ की आइज़ जो हैं दे आर लाइक broader and brighter, so they are lighting up, because it's not possible for them to earn 10 rupee in a whole day. So जब वो 10 rupee का नोट भी उनको उस गार्बेज में से मिलता है, so this is like a hope for them. When you can find a silver coin in a heap of garbage, and that boy Sahib is saying that जब भी आपको उस heap of garbage और there's a lot of garbage over there, and in that heap of garbage, और जो garbage का जो ढेर है, जब उसमें से उन्हें एक silver coin भी मिलता है, then their hope increases. You don't stop scrounging, for there is a hope of finding more. Then in search of that particular coin they are scrounging again and again, और उस के लिए वो लोग और ज़्यादा ट्राई करते हैं, so that they can find some more coins. It seems that for children garbage has meaning different. So here in the story, that boy is saying that garbage is something different for us, and or this rag picking is something different for the children, and it is different for their parents. For the children it is wrapped in wonder, for elders it is means of survival. So children's के लिए what is this garbage means, or heap of garbage for children, it is like a treasure hunt for them, because while picking up this garbage, when they found a coin or a note of a rupee or something which is important for them, so this is like a, so basically there are two things in this paragraph, that Garbage or rag picking is having two different meanings over here in this paragraph. The first meaning is for the children. For children, rag picking is like a treasure hunt, and for the family members, rag picking is actually for their survival. So there are two different meanings. On winter morning, I see Sahib standing by the fence gate of the neighborhood club, watching two young men dressed in white playing tennis. I like the game, he hums, content to watch it standing behind the fence. I go. So here in these lines, what Sahib is saying that कि winter morning को साहिब जो है वो एक गेट की जहाँ पे जो फेंसिंग होती है फॉर द ट्रीज एंड ऑल, उसके वहाँ खड़ा था इन द नेबरहुड क्लब, वॉचिंग टू यंग मैन, एंड ही इज़ वॉचिंग टू यंग मैन, एंड दीज टू यंग मैन आर वियरिंग, दे आर ड्रेस्ड अप इन अ वाइट ड्रेस एंड दे आर प्लेइंग टेनिस. एंड एट दैट टाइम साहिब कहता है दैट उसको ये गेम जो है वो थोड़ा सा हम्स मीन्स वो अपने आप में ही मन में थोड़ा सा बोलता है, लाइक उससे ये गेम बहुत पसंद है. I go inside when no one is around, he admits. So he is saying that कि मैं यहाँ अंदर जाऊँगा जब यहाँ पर कोई नहीं होगा. The gatekeepers let me use the swing. Sahib too is wearing tennis shoes. That looks strange over his discolored shirt and shorts. Someone gave them to me, he says in manner of an explanation. तो साहिब कहता है, वो गेटकीपर से पूछता है कि क्या मैं अंदर चला जाऊं और मैं उस स्विंग को यूज़ कर लूं. साहिब टू इज़ वेयरिंग टेनिस शूज़, और इस वक्त साहिब ने भी टेनिस शूज़ पहन रखे थे. इट लुक्स स्ट्रेंज बिकॉज द कलर ऑफ हिज शर्ट एंड शॉर्ट्स इज़ क्वाइट डिफरेंट एंड द कलर ऑफ द शूज़ इज़ लाइक different. So someone gave them to me, and he mentioned over here that ये शूज़ उसने कहीं से ख़रीदे नहीं हैं और these shoes are not stolen, उसने किसी ने उसे दिए हैं. He says in manner of an explanation, so he is explaining over there the fact that they are discarded shoes of some rich boy, and the reality of these shoes are like discarded means some rich boy or rich person, he's like bored of that shoes or he's not liking of that shoes, so he discarded those shoes. That is why he gave these shoes to Sahib, who perhaps refused to wear them because of hole in one of them does not bother him. And why that boy, rich boy, is not liking those shoes now? Because there's a hole in one of them. So उनमें से एक जूते में एक होल था. That is why जो rich boy है, he doesn't like that shoes and he discarded them. But who does not bother about that particular hole? Sahib. But Sahib को कोई फ़र्क नहीं पड़ता कि उन शूज़ में एक होल है. For one who has walked barefoot, even shoes with a hole is a dream come true. So here he is saying that कि ऐसे बच्चे के लिए जिसके पास शूज़ ही नहीं है, he is walking barefoot from morning to evening. जो बच्चा मॉर्निंग से इवनिंग तक नंगे पाँव घूमता है, फॉर दैट एक शू में होल हुआ हुआ शूज़ भी उसके लिए इज़ लाइक अ ड्रीम कम ट्रू. बट द गेम ही इज़ वॉचिंग सो इंटेंटली इज़ आउट ऑफ हिज रीच. बट the game which he is watching right now, like tennis game, this is like the game which is not possible for him. It is out of his reach means it is not possible for him to play. This morning Sahib is on his way to milk booth. In his hand is a steel canister. So Sahib इस मॉर्निंग में साहिब के जो है एक मिल्क बूथ पर जा रहा था, और इंस्टेड ऑफ समथिंग एल्स उसके हाथ में आज क्या है, एक स्टील का बड़ा सा कैनिस्टर और एक काइंड ऑफ पीपा, या आप कुछ भी उसे बोल सकते हैं. आई नो वर्क इन अ टी स्टॉल डाउन द रोड. आई नाउ वर्क इन अ टी स्टॉल डाउन द रोड. अब साहिब थोड़ा बड़ा हो गया एंड ही इज़ वर्किंग इन अ टी स्टॉल डाउन द रोड. ही सेज पॉइंटिंग इन द डिस्टेंस, और उसने अपने डिस्टेंस पे पॉइंट आउट करते हुए कहा, I am paid 800 rupees and all my meals. So मुझे 800 रुपीज़ इस वर्क के मिलते हैं जिस जहाँ वो वर्क करता है टी स्टॉल पे, एंड उसके साथ साथ उसे वहाँ सारा अपना दिन का खाना भी मिलता है. डज ही लाइक द जॉब, आई आस्क. सो इधर ऑथर जो है वो नरेटर से पूछती हैं, क्या तुम अपनी जॉब से खुश हो? हिज फेस आई सी हैज़ लॉस्ट द केयर फ्री लुक. और उसके फेस पे वो केयर फ्री लुक दिख रहा है. द स्टील कैनिस्टर seems heavier than the plastic bag he would carry so lightly over his shoulder. और जब वो छोटा था साहिब तब वो एक प्लास्टिक बैग कैरी किया करता था अपने शोल्डर पे, एंड नाउ ही इज़ लाइक older one. So this time he is carrying a heavy canister on his shoulder. He would carry so lightly over his shoulder. और उसने उसी तरह उसे अपने शोल्डर पे हैंग किया हुआ था. द बैग वॉज हिज, द कैनिस्टर बिलोंग्स टू द मैन हु ओन्स द टी शॉप. जब वो प्रीवियसली प्लास्टिक बैग उठा के ले जाता था तो वो उसका खुद का होता था, बट दिस कैनिस्टर इज़ नॉट हिज. This canister particularly belongs to the man who owns the tea shop. Sahib is no longer his own master. Now Sahib जो है वो थोड़ा बड़ा हो गया है, and that is why he is no longer of his own master. Now he stopped doing that rag picking work, and he is doing some other work, that is that he is working on some tea stall, and he's is where, and that time he is having a steel canister, and this one is heavier than the earlier bags he used to carry. So this chapter is all about how poverty affects the children, those who are living in the slum area or those who are belongs to this rag picking